KYNT, Yankton's home team for all the action on the diamond.
The payoff pitch. And gets him! Looking on the outside corner.
2-0, swung on and belted to right field by Feeser. This one is high, back, and gone.
Rounding third. There will be a play at the plate. The slide. He's safe at home.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Hy-Vee, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, Ben's Brew Station, 1919 Root Beer, Fairfield Inn and Suites and the Holiday Inn Express in Yankton, Triple Time Rudy's, Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance, South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Vision Real Estate, Missouri River Associates, First Chiropractic Centers, First Dakota National Bank, the UPS Store, Conkling Distributing, SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, Avera, Mayor Signs, Vision Care Associates, Truxedo, MT and RC Smith Insurance, Olson's Pest Technicians, Parker Hannafin, Midwest Insurance Agency.
Now, we go live to the action with SDBA and NSMA Sportscaster of the Year award winner, KYNT Sports Director, Bryce Ladwig.
The Lewis and Clark Championship. We've talked about it many times over the last 3 days, and Yankton has found themselves in that game, in that position to take another Lewis and Clark Championship, well, not trophy, it's an engraved bat, home here at Riverside Field. I'm Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. This is the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. And right now we have Lewis and Clark Classic Championship Baseball. Sioux Falls West fell to Yankton 8-7 in game one of today, the first semifinal matchup. And then Sioux Falls East just beat Brandon Valley 9-1 in front of us here at Riverside Field to set up Sioux Falls East versus Yankton. And Brayden, it has been a very interesting classic. There hasn't been that many games. There's been some really good performances. And even if a team maybe didn't have a great performance in one of their pool play games, they would dominate the next one, and vice versa. Some teams have gone undefeated, like Yankton. But not a lot of super close games in this classic.
Yeah, I mean, we had the one with West earlier that finished 8-7, but outside of that, we talked about it. Yankton's been the home team on the scoreboard. I don't think we've seen the bottom of the seventh so far in this one, and I think there's only once or twice we saw the seventh. So I think there's a timing ending for one of the games. There was a 12-1 run rule for one of the games. So, yeah, we haven't seen that late inning drama as much, but today has been that way for Yankton. A little bit of drama, fell behind 4 runs in game one, battled back, fell behind 3 more runs, battled back, ends up with an 8-7 win on a walk-off hit by pitch for the first time ever that I've seen that. But it's been a fun weekend of baseball nonetheless.
That's your classic review brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. It's Rhonda Westland State Farm. We're in the broadcast booth brought to you by Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express in Yankton. Get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling the Fairfield by Marriott or Holiday Inn Express Hotel direct 605-653-2250. And I think a pretty good crowd on hand for the championship game. They're brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you're traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. Thanks to our broadcast partners, America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600. And unlock the American dream. And Edward Jones financial advisor Colby Kukta. To win at sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Colby Kukta, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 605-653-4860 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. And we'll go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your stats in focus as well as your pregame coach interview from Coach Drew Lawrence's postgame from the prior semifinal matchup earlier this afternoon. That's all around the corner here on KYNT and KYN-TV.
It's Hy-Vee's 3-day meat sale this Friday through Sunday. Get our special recipe brats, 8 for just $10. Pork chops, just 99 cents. Table Makers chicken breasts, just $1.99 a pound. George's chicken leg quarters, just 59 cents a pound. Whole boneless pork loin, just $1.88 a pound. Plus, save on bacon, ribs, chicken grillers, and more. Save in-store and online. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
The Boathouse is for everyone. Axe throwing, mini bowling, shuffleboard, beanbag, golf, pool, and darts. Plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Some say the Boathouse is the most fun you can have on land. Trivia on Tuesday nights, music bingo on Wednesdays with live music on Friday night. This is downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages. If you can't be on the boat or at a Bucks or Gazelles game, then it's the Boathouse.
When the summer heat is on, make sure your cooling system is up to the challenge. Kaiser Heating and Cooling has the right solution for your home or business, whether it's a high-efficiency air conditioner, geothermal system, or reliable heat pump unit. For over 77 years, we've been keeping Yankton cool with expert installation and service. Don't sweat this summer. Stay comfortable all season long with Kaiser Heating and Cooling, Yankton's most trusted heating and cooling professionals.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
All right, welcome back into the Hy-Vee pregame show. Let's get your stats in focus. Brought to you by Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Located at 2701 Foxton Parkway in Yankton, or call 665-2020. Brayden.
Game Changers being a pain right now. But I do know we had 10 hits earlier today, which was big for the Yankton Bats. They're not giving me the team stats total quite yet. But 10 hits, they drew, it was either 6 or 8 walks, so very disciplined performance at the plate earlier today. And just as I say that, we have the stats. So as a team this season, 289 batting average for Yankton post 12, a 486 on base, OPS of 841, 78 hits, 14 of them for extra bases, 12 doubles, 2 home runs, 60 runs batted in, 74 runs total, 90 walks drawn to just 56 strikeouts, so plus 34 walks to strikeouts on the season. They've had 17 batters hit by pitch, including a game winner earlier today. 12 stolen bases. They are successful on 3/4 of their stolen base attempts as a team. As for pitching today, we don't know who's going to be on the mound for this game, so just team stats for pitching to start things off here. 69 innings pitched across 11 games as a unit, 9-2 record with 4 saves in 4 opportunities. Yankton pitchers have given up 36 runs, 29 of them earned, and have 59 strikeouts to 42 walks. A team ERA of 2.942 and a whip of 1.464. They've stranded 66 runners on base and have a batting average against them of 230.
Thank you, Brayden. Our broadcast partners want to thank them, Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. And Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. It's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton, 808 West 23rd Street in Yankton. Brayden caught up with Coach Drew Lawrence in the post game. I had to step out because Marshall was really upset, Brayden, that he came here to pitch and he didn't get to, and then he had to leave to go take a nap. So he was just
so now they don't have it for game 2.
Yeah, so I had to go console him. And so you were talking to Coach Drew Lawrence. That pregame coach interview, which was the postgame, brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in convenience stores, grocery stores, or on tap at local restaurants. Here is that conversation.
Coach, hard-fought victory here as we bring in head coach Drew Lawrence. 8-7 in the end, a walk-off hit by pitch. I was joking. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that one in baseball. You got yourself into a little bit of trouble early on, but were able to battle back and once again just overcoming adversity. What are your initial thoughts with how your team played today?
Yeah, I would say that's the main thing, is overcoming mistakes that we made and things that we didn't do well, and still finding a way to win the game. It's not a typical Yankton game that we just played, but we're able to have more runs than the other team. So that's always good. It's good to come back. But yeah, we don't usually have the errors that we had and base running mistakes like we had. So good that we were able to push through and win a game that we should have won.
And it says a lot about a team where you can, like you said, not play your traditional game. You can overcome yourself as well as the other team. And 8-7 win on a walk-off hit by pitch. Gavin Johnson takes one off the I'd say bicep elbow area, kind of off the arm there, and ends things. Guy I want to talk about to start things off here, though, is Mark Cottle. You mentioned it was him and Beck Reichen. You kind of wanted to save them as much as possible for a big doubleheader on Wednesday. He comes out, ends up pitching 40 pitches. I don't know what that means for his rest or if he'll be available on Wednesday, but 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, obviously. He gets 3 strikeouts. Just talk about him being able to come in and really settle things down for himself and his team in the field.
Yeah, the plan was if we were going to use Mark or Beck to be around 30. So 40 is close enough. Essentially using it like a bullpen before. We'll make sure that he's ready for Wednesday, and if Beck throws in the second game here, the championship, it'll be quick and it'll be short. But sometimes we just got to do that. The kids are all invested in this tournament, and I know that we have preached that not only is this tournament important to us, but so is our Class A games. So, the fact that the kids really, really wanted to go after this and do it kind of made us that we were able to throw him. But, Mark did a good job. He's a pitcher, and he came in and pitched. So,
as a team offensively, you drew 8 walks. You had 10 hits as a unit. Multiple guys with 2 hits. Gavin Johnson, Matthew Sheldon, Owen Wishon, and Beck Reichen all getting on the hit sheet twice. But Matthew Sheldon and Gavin Johnson, top of the order, I want to talk about them. They combined for 5 RBIs between 2 of them, 3 for Sheldon, 2 for Johnson. And that's your 1-2 in the order. So talk about how important it is to have those guys at the top of things.
Yeah, those 2 hit were pretty good. when they hit, we usually win games. But, yeah, we had a lot of hits to go around. Those guys driving in runs was big for us, especially the 3 runs to tie the game there in the 5th or 6th inning. I can't remember what it was, 6th. Some big at-bats. Gavin hit a base hit to right that got a run in, and then Matthew ended up getting a base hit to tie the game. Big situations, and they were able to come through.
You're going to play a game going to happen in front of us here shortly between Sioux Falls East and Brandon Valley. Winner of that, you guys will take on sometime this afternoon. I think the original schedule said 3, but it might be pushed back a little bit as I think we're a little past where first pitch was supposed to be for the game ahead of us. But what are you expecting in that one, no matter who you come up against? And then what if you have a plan right now, who might we see on the mound?
I don't know if we have a plan yet. I think I do, but I'm not sure. I got to go pencil it out and figure out what we're going to do. But it'll be a similar game. There's going to be some hits. Everyone here is not throwing everybody, so it'll be a lot of hits, hopefully, and a lot of runs, and hopefully we just score a little bit more than the other team.
Should be an entertaining game tonight, and hopefully when we talk to you after that one, it's with a Lewis and Clark championship under your belt as well. Thanks for coming up and talking, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Sounds good. Thank you.
That was head coach Drew Lawrence for Yankton Post 12 here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're going to take a break.
All right.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
School may be out for summer, but now is the time to get your child's school and sports physicals. Beat the last-minute rush. Schedule your kindergarten physical and necessary vaccines, 6th grade physical and required vaccines, and for those entering 7th and 10th grade, your high school sports physical. Yankton Medical Clinic makes it easier than ever with online scheduling available 24/7. Or call today. School's out for summer, but let Yankton Medical Clinic help you stay ahead of the game by getting your school physicals now. So much care, so close to home.
Isn't it great when things work how they should? Like the award-winning free checking from FNBO. No monthly fees, no minimums, and no overdraft fees, ever. Online, in the app, on the go, or down the street. You be you, and we'll make it easy to bank your way and manage your account. Here's to simple, flexible, and free. Here's to checking that works the way you want it to. Visit fnbo.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO Free Checking. Member FDIC.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter, Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
Scratching your head when it comes to choosing health insurance for your company? Don't worry. Health insurance is what we do, and our benefits will grow and expand as your company does. With Avera Health Plans, you can count on competitive premiums and access to a broad network of care, including well-being support and mental health benefits. Our comprehensive business health insurance will make you look like the expert. Just ask your insurance agent or go to averahealthplans.com.
Looking for the perfect place to get together with friends and family, watch the game, and enjoy some of the best wings in town? Make plans to visit Checkers Sports Bar and Grill. Whether it's baseball, hockey highlights, or any other sport, your game day cravings are covered. Enjoy the action while you dig into mouth-watering wings, juicy burgers, and stacked sandwiches. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Have a large group or event that you'd like to offer clothing for? JJ Benji's can make you look good. Instead of you taking orders, collecting money, and then delivering the clothing, let JJ Benji's handle it all. JJ Benji's will create an online store with the merchandise you want to offer. People order, pay, and then JJ Benji's will ship it. You just provide a link or QR code to the online store, and that's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton for more information.
All right, welcome back into the Hy-Vee pregame show. I'm Bryce Ladwig, and news that matters. Sioux Falls East will be the home team. They did the coin flip for the championship. Yankton will be the away team, and such is interesting to have that happen. But so Yankton will lead things off, and that's going to throw us off the entire game because, as you might imagine, we're used to Yankton being the home team here. But it'll just kind of throw a little wrinkle in it, but making things interesting, that's for sure. Keys to the game brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where the focus is always on you. Vision Real Estate, located at 605 East 4th Street, Suite 2 in Yankton, or call 605-664-5555. As it was before, it's going to be clean fielding for Yankton. 2 very costly errors in the last game. They eventually won, but it could have been really bad. 4 runs came in due to 2 errors. Key player of the game brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton. For that, it's going to be Easton Fieser. He'll be on the mound for Yankton, his first start in 2025, spring and or summer. And so, no record, no ERA, no innings pitched. And just like Cohen Zarbach, who started the semifinal, his first appearance on the mound in quite some time because of everyone's bullpen and starting rotations are just shot right now with ineligible pitchers who have pitched too much. And Yankton is really holding on for dear life. They want to keep Drew Reichen fresh for Wednesday because they take on Rapid City post 320, which counts toward the power points in Chamberlain. It's a halfway point on Wednesday for a doubleheader. So they want one of their top pitchers ready for that game. So very interesting indeed. They're going to be throwing Easton Fieser, also available, we believe, for Yankton in this game. Other pitchers who haven't thrown in quite some time or very infrequently, Trey Sager and Easton Nelson are our guesses for who the bullpen pitchers would be in that situation. Thanks to our broadcast partner, Aztec, one of Yankton's greatest employers and friend of the community. Build a career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. And Midwest Insurance A to C. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs today. Call today to set up an appointment, 665-2389, or visit MidwestInsuranceYankton.com. And colors of the game brought to you by Royal Sports Shop in Yankton. Yankton in their home whites. Caps, tops, bottoms, red numbers, letters, Sioux Falls East, in their, also whites. And they have black caps. So a lot of white on the field today. Umpires of the game brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the field. Brayden will go over our starting lineups when he gets back from tying down our camera out in center field, the wind gusts or something. And first pitch also around the corner, which will be brought to you by The Boathouse. Located in the downtown Meridian District, The Boathouse is the most fun you can find on land. Head there for great food, fun, and drinks. If you can't be on the boat or at the Diamond, then it's The Boathouse. We'll take a break, come back with your first pitch right here on KYNT and KYNTV.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor, Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
I'm Nick Shudak. I'm the Dean of Undergraduate Studies at Mount Marty University. We have a ton of scholarships, right? We mitigate tuition through our scholarships. The monastery is very generous in terms of some of the scholarships that are available to students. We do everything we can to make sure that we're an affordable, private, mission-driven institution, and our affordability is pretty comparable to many state institutions.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu. Mount Marty, where great futures begin.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
You've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury. Check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet. From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Now located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Sherco, the industry leader in tarping, has done it again with the release of the all-new Sherlock E-Series electric tarp. The E-Series features fully assembled front and rear arms, a pre-wired sealed control box, and Sherco's exclusive SmartWire sealed concealed harness for quick and easy installation. Operate the E-Series with the SureLink EZR remote or by your smartphone using the SureLink app. Add more time to your day with the SureLock E-Series. To learn more, contact your authorized SureCo distributor or find us at sureco.com. Demand the best. Demand SureCo.
Here's the deal, renters. When you combine State Farm auto and renter's insurance, you can save an average of $642. You heard me. So you get the right coverage for your car and stuff at the right price for you. State Farm agent Rhonda Westland and her team are ready to help you combine auto and renter's insurance and save. Call 605-665-4411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? Sports injuries can happen quickly, posing threats to your health and ability to participate in your regular athletic activities. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson from First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care can provide pain relief from sore and aching muscles and lead to faster recovery after workout by easing the inflammation you experience, like stiffness, pain, or restricted movement. Visit with us about managing your sports injuries. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Don't you just love being pressured into buying something? Of course not. I don't either. This is Jamie from Larry's Heating and Cooling. Pushing you to buy is something we haven't done in our 44 years of being in business. Instead, we prefer offering you an honest, free, no obligation assessment of your heating and cooling system. And if needed, we'll quote you a fair price for repair or replacement. Don't like being pressured? Then call Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Champions aren't just made on game day. They're built through every practice, every sprint, and every moment of hard work. When the pressure's on, you need to be at your best, and that starts with staying hydrated. Prime Hydration is packed with electrolytes, great flavor, and no added junk, helping you push harder, recover faster, and stay ahead of the competition. Whether you're on the court, the field, or training for the next big game, Prime keeps you fueled and ready. Don't just play, dominate. Stay hydrated with Prime.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
All right, welcome back into the Hy-Vee pregame show. First pitch is quite literally just around the corner here, as Brayden Butler's making his way up to join me here shortly. Lewis and Clark Championship, as I'm finishing my score book, as you can join me while I finish that. This is what happens when you get lineup cards, you know, like 8 minutes before first pitch. You still have other things you got to do. He'll go over the starting lineups for you when he gets up here. But yeah, Yankton, the away team. That's an interesting thing. We've had that happen in some classics before, but just be warned, it's going to throw us off the entire time.
Post 12, the catcher number 22, Gavin Johnson.
So Gavin Van Ort on the mound for Sioux Falls Post 15 East. And Gavin Johnson leads off Yankton, the catcher, and hits up the middle. It is played by the shortstop. And the shortstop being Schaefer, able to throw him out for the first out. And now first baseman Matthew Sheldon will step up. He's playing first because Easton Feeser will be on the mound, of course. First pitch to Sheldon is a strike on the outside. Second pitch, base hit out to left field for Matthew Sheldon. So Yankton has a runner on here in the top of the first. That's weird to say. And that'll bring up Owen Washawn. Washawn playing third today. Bush, I'll step in, take a couple practice cuts. And base hit for Wishawn down the left field line. It's hugging the line. Almost kicking up chalk. And now Sheldon will go to second with Sean standing on first for pitcher versus pitcher, Easton Feeser. The lefty stepping into the box.
You know, Bryce, we've seen...
Where'd you come from?
Center field.
Okay, what's up?
Don't worry. If that camera goes anywhere, the tape's faulty. It's nothing I did. But, you know, we've seen 3 pitches, 3 swings, 3 pieces of contact, and 2 base runners so far for post 12.
Van Ort delivers to Feeser, misses on the inside, 1-0. I'm just up here doing my classic, doing my scorebook as the game progresses in front of us. Don't worry about me. And almost done. And Feeser now takes a strike. It's a 1-1 count. I'm going to go to some board meetings next year and request that they had to wait for me to give the go-ahead. And the 1-1. Ball missing in the dirt. It's a 2-1. Start giving me the same respect you give like Fox. You know, MLB on Fox. I'll give you the go-ahead, Brayden.
we'll tell you when we're ready.
Yep.
It's like ESPN, NBA on ESPN tip-off is whenever ESPN says, I guess.
Yep. Dan Hughes, the coach of Sioux Falls Post 15 East. Coach Drew Lawrence, head coach for Yankton Post 12. 2 runners on for Yankton now in the top of the first. 1 away, Van Ort checking on Feeser in the 3-1. And in the dirt, and bases are loaded for Yankton.
Bases loaded. Next up to bat, the shortstop, number 2, Brayden.
And unless your name's Matthew Sheldon, there's not a hotter bat in the lineup so far early this year than Beck Reichen.
Yeah, him, Reichen, Feeser, there. Johnson.
Trey Sager's been hitting the ball really well too.
Yeah,
and he's on deck. So
just a lot of goods for Yankton right now. First pitch into Reichen is a strike. Next pitch in the dirt. It's a 1-1 count. So close to being done with my scorebook, Brayden.
I believe in you.
And the 1-1 foul back, 1-2 count.
I did hear wind speeds at around 31 miles per hour currently, heading towards left field. So these right-handed hitters, if they can get one up in that jet stream, Bryce, we could see a couple go over the fence tonight.
I'm banking on it. Can you imagine if Feeser's home run from day 1 caught some wind?
You know, I can't remember if it was yesterday or day 1 now. There were like weddings happening at Riverside Park. Could have disrupted a wedding. Anybody object? Baseball comes from the heavens.
Yep. We interrupt this live programming for some baseball. And Beck Reichen fouls this one. It's 2-2 count. All right, everyone. We're done. Thank God. All right, so.
I'm proud of you.
Yes. By the way, first pitch brought to you by the Boathouse. Located in the downtown Meridian District, the Boathouse is the most fun you can find on land. Head there for great food, fun, and drinks. If you can't be at the boat or at the Diamond, then it's the Boathouse as Beck Reichen is set down on strikes. And basically still loaded for Trey Sager. First pitch temperature today, 73 degrees for this matchup. And as Brayden said, gusts of around 30 miles per hour. Just a lot of wind is what you need to know.
I might have to go back and check to make sure I was correct. It was either gust at 30 or it was steady at 30, gusting higher. It feels like it's gusting higher.
Yeah. The 1-0 to Sager misses inside. And Sager steps back in. In the dirt. 3-0 count. To Sager. In the dirt and walking in a run is Trey Sager, just like he drew it up. Yankton takes a 1-0 lead here at the Lewis and Clark Championship. brings up Tate Bestie. Base is still loaded, 2 away.
Bestie's another guy who's been hitting really well in the summer season. You know, we talked about it. He had a slower start to the spring season, was leading off the order to start the spring year, was dropped down the lineup a little bit, tried to regain his confidence, and it feels like it's really worked for him.
I would agree, and takes the first pitcher of ball 1-0. And the 1-0, and the dirt 2-0. And Yankton will take this. You know, and I don't know much about Van Ort. Not much. I don't know anything about Van Ort. But I will say that if Sioux Falls East situation is anything like Yankton's, they are throwing guys right now that aren't necessarily bad pitchers. They're just not usually pitchers. So
yeah, we talk about Easton Feeser is going to get the start on the mound for Yankton. Hasn't pitched this calendar year. He did throw, I think, 17 innings last summer season, but didn't pitch, I don't think, at all in the spring season. I can go back and check to confirm.
It's a lot of guys that aren't in the rotation, so to speak, even in the bullpen rotation. And usually because they're just in the lineup playing almost a permanent position in the field, like Feeser usually plays first. But we're getting deep into some pitching rosters here in the Classic. The 3-1 to Bestie. Strike down the middle.
I lied. No disrespect to Easton Feeser. Pitched 4 innings in the spring season.
Oh, you don't remember those, do you?
I think it was a road game. Oh, was that Brookings?
What you mean? The one game I was at and you were inside. Of course, it's on me to remember. And the payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Tate Bestie is rung up. So Yankton leaves the bases loaded. So 1 run and 2 hits, no errors. And Yankton leads 1-0 going into the bottom of inning number 1. Thanks to our broadcast partner, Graham Tire, and the UPS Store. Inning breaks brought to you by Rise Fuel. Packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Back in a minute, Yankton Post-12 Baseball on KYNT and KYNTV.
South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The Coyote football team reached new heights in 2024, totaling 11 wins and earning an appearance in the FCS playoff semifinals.
Bauman fires deep, got a man open. It's Jack Martins. He's got it. He's in. Touchdown, South Dakota.
Volleyball continued their tradition of success, appearing in their 5th NCAA tournament. Join the fun and secure your seats at GoYotes.com.
Ever have one of those days? Your car breaks down. Your dog decides your couch is a chew toy. And oh yeah, a tree falls on your roof. Don't worry, Missouri River Associates has you covered. Auto, home, pet mishaps, we're here for all of life's little oops moments. Call 665-6885 for your free quote. Because life happens, and we're ready for it.
Easton Feeser's first pitch since the spring. And his ball totally in the pregame said he hasn't pitched in like a calendar year. I guess I also forgot about the 4 innings that he pitched, I believe, in Brookings. You know, that was such a crazy day, Brayden.
I could go back to the season and try to find it exactly which game it was, but it was 1 outing. Faced 17 batters, threw 54 pitches across 4 innings. Was credited with the win. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. Had 5 strikeouts to no walks. So very good day for him on the mound. 0 ERA, a .5 WHIP in the spring season, and a 133 batting average against him.
But to blow your mind, I know exactly when it was. So he recorded that. That was actually versus Spearfish on April 21st.
Oh, is that one of those games they had in, was that in Chamberlain they met in the middle? Was it Spearfish or Sturgis they met in the middle?
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about, but I can't. Either way, it's 2-1 count right now to Brody Schaefer. Easton, when did you pitch? And 2 hopper over to Reichen at short. Hard throw across the diamond in time. 1 away.
Nice play by the shortstop.
And that will bring up Ethan Olson.
To the plate, left fielder number 2, Ethan Olson.
So 1 away in the bottom of the first. How many times is that going to throw us off today, Brayden?
I hope not too much, but you just know it's going to.
And the pitch in the dirt. 1-0.
And I found the game you mentioned. Obviously, season stats for Feezer were all in that game, and it was only a 5-inning game. Christian Weir threw the 5th inning. Allowed 2 hits, 1 run unearned, had a strikeout.
1-0 chop foul. It's a 1-1 count. Look over there, head coach Dan Hughes. Showing the mitts.
I can say about most coaches in Class A that I've interacted with, he was always a nice guy when I talked to him last year when we were prepping for the state tournament, for the Legion State tournament in Brookings.
Yeah. Call striking the outside, 1-2 count.
I don't think I had a bad interaction with a single coach, so I mean, shout out to all of them.
And the 1-2 in the dirt. It's a 2-2 count. No, we haven't had any bad interactions. Only thing the coach has ever done to us that's wrong is wait till, like the 2nd inning to bring lineups up to us, basically. It's all right. And the 2-2. Called strike 3. Nice breaking ball on the outside. Easton Feezer showing he can do on the mound. Strikeout looking, and now it is Colin Lunders, the DH for Sioux Falls East.
Speaking of lineup cards, Bryce, I looked down at my stat sheet and realized I only have 1 through 7 for the batting order for Sioux Falls East, so I should probably finish that at some point too.
They're only going to hit 7, man. They're only offering up 7 guys. And first pitch is a ball, 1-0.
What is this, my mom's old slow pitch beer league softball team?
And Lunders skies this one out towards center. Going back for it is Nelson and puts it away despite the 1,000-mile-per-hour winds. The winds take his cap. They won't take his spirit. He puts it away. And that's 1-2-3 goes Sioux Falls East. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on. Still Yankton leading 1-0, entering the top of inning number 2. Thanks to our broadcast partner, Explorers Credit Union, as well as One Office Solution. Scoreboard updates brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their number one goal is to make each patient feel at home and know they're truly there to help you live a healthier, pain-free life. It's the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.com. Back in a minute, Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball, the Lewis and Clark Championship here on KYNT and KYNTV.
The housing market is constantly changing. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and with 20 years of experience, I'll help you navigate the ever-changing real estate environment. Whether you're thinking about buying or selling, my experience and attention to detail will guide you through the process. Let's find you the right home at the right time. Call me and we'll talk about your home needs. Deb Speck, Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
Hey, this is Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal. I was in town for the Pass It On Baseball Clinic and had the honor of staying at the Fairfield by Marriott. And I have to say, one of my favorite places ever in all of my travels. It is super clean. It is beautiful on the inside, and the staff is top-notch. They're incredible. They're very kind. They remember you. The rooms are clean. The beds were incredibly comfortable. The showers were hot. The food was great, and I even got a workout in. So I highly recommend, if you get the chance, stay at the Fairfield by Marriott right here in Yankton.
All right, welcome back in here to Riverside Field. The top of the second, Evan Cirk will get us started for Yankton. Be followed by the top of the order in Gavin Johnson and Matthew Sheldon. Evan Cirk, left-handed bat, of course.
Leading off top of the second, right fielder number 1, Evan Cirk.
So Evan Cirk steps in. First pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. Did you get your lineup figured out?
Yeah, I'm even taking a page out of your book. I'm actually writing down the reserves, so I don't have to ask you when someone comes in.
Well, that kind of disappoints me because I like to be relied upon for that.
I'll rely upon you for other things, like witty banter and, I don't know, something third thing.
It's motivation today. I'm so tired. Pitch on the outside's 2-0. Very excited for this game, though. 2-0 to Cirk. Here's a call strike 2-1. Van Ort delivers. Call a strike to the inside. Cirque still waiting to pull that trigger. Beep, beep. And the 2-2. And hits it up the middle. It's going to be a base hit for Evan Cirque. It was a diving attempt over there by McClarty. There's no way they give him an error on that, right? Because he had to dive just to stop it. And that's TBD, but I'm going to go ahead and say that's going to be a hit. Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah, scoreboard says Sioux Falls West. I apologize for that.
And also, I think it's flipped because Yankton's the road team for once.
Do you remember when I said, I was like, oh, that's an easy fix. I'll take care of it. Do you remember when that happened?
I wasn't going to call you out for that, but since you bring it up.
Just maybe someone spaced on that. I got it, man. Don't worry about it. Easy.
Well, Bryce,
call the game while I'm doing this.
I was gonna ask your permission.
I'm busy.
It's a 2-0 count to Easton Nelson. Cirque's on first base. He gets a little lead here. 2-0. Nelson takes it for a strike. It's not 2-1 count to the 9-hole hitter for Yankton. Gavin Johnson on deck. Matthew Sheldon in the hole. They're at the top of the order now. We'll see at least Johnson with nobody out in the inning and one runner on.
All right, should be fixed now.
And there's a ball inside, 3-1 count now to Nelson, and hopefully everything should be good.
Might take like half an inning to update the...
Like reset it and make it think about it.
At least the names will be right. There we go. Easton Nelson at the plate, 3-1 count. Called straight.
What's funny, Bryce, is when we got that text, I saw it, and it's like, it said Sioux Falls leads Yankton 1-0. I looked up at the scoreboard and said guest won. I went, yeah, I guess so. I mean, that'd be right, yeah.
Easton Nelson draws a walk for Yankton. And so they did give a single to Cirque. And then Nelson drew a walk. The reason I said that is because I have a blank space on mine too. Look at you and me. We're just making it, man. You know, faking it till we make it. All right, and now Gavin Johnson.
I do realize our whole conversation with the scoreboard, if you're just listening on KYNT, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Thanks to our radio listeners. We appreciate you putting your blind faith into us.
Very bold. Very bold of you. And pitch in the inside. Almost gets Gavin Johnson. Gavin Johnson hit by the pitch to walk off against Sioux Falls West.
And it grazed him on the elbow, I believe, if I remember correctly. Maybe the tricep area. There's your little anatomy lesson.
And the 1-1 from Van Ort. Ball misses on the inside.
I mentioned muscles, and now I remembered I've forgotten to work out the last 2 days because of this tournament.
It's all right, man.
And by forgotten, I mean use this as a tournament as an excuse to rest.
He's like, I can't. I can't. I would have no time. But we've had multiple days. We've had like 3 hours in between games.
We had like 6 hours between game 1 and game 2 on Friday, and it's like, I don't have time.
Hey, I did tell you, and you know what? I'm not just making this up. I did go home and work out on Friday.
Yeah, you got to work out, Ed. You told me. I was too lazy to do it.
3-1, and a walk is issued to Gavin Johnson.
Johnson draws a walk. East will take a timeout.
And my scorebook, folks, is just jacked up right now. I just realized I put everything in the first inning still. I think it's going to be in the Smithsonian by the end of it.
You might have to get ahead of the curve coining this new nickname for Matthew Sheldon. Everybody's yelling Money Man at him. I want to know where it comes from.
Yeah. People that just give nicknames to players, it's just so like...
It's kind of cringy, don't you think?
Grow up.
You've never done that, right?
No, I've never done it. For anyone that really doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'm kidding.
It's kind of like, I don't want to call it a gimmick, but like it's something you do. It's a...
We'll see if you can rip out a bombshell here.
Oh, you got the muscle on third. And
yes, the muscle.
I don't know.
In baseball, though. Beep, beep.
I don't think Easton Nelson has one. And then Boston Frick on first, courtesy running for Gavin Johnson. Be mindful of that as well.
Boston Frick. Big frickin' deal.
He is a big deal. Darn good pitcher.
And a strike to Matthew Sheldon. And Sheldon tries to murder that baseball. And just gets under it and flies it back into the net, 0-2.
Telling you, man, you pull this one left field, you get in that jet stream up in the air. It's might carry all the way to the boat dock.
And the 0-2, Sheldon takes that one for a ball. I think even Sheldon was kind of thinking maybe.
Gutsy take on that one.
Yep.
It's a big league take is what they call that.
And the 1-2. Well, if that's the case, the Twins are always taking big league takes, you know.
The big league thing about me is big league chew, so.
Yeah, well, same with the Twins. And 2-2.
like the third best record in baseball since the 1st of May.
Not anymore, man. They're 8-10 the last 12 or 18.
Jeez.
And grounder too short, and they get the runner at second, but a run comes in. Evan Sirk, beep, beep, and it's a 2-0 lead for Yankton here at the top of the second. So an RBI, free fielder's choice for Matthew Sheldon.
To the plate is number 3, the third baseman, Owen Shaw.
Owen with Sean now, got a base hit in his last at bat. Has runners at the corners here with one away. And pitching the inside, misses for a ball. I might have the Minnesota Twins tattooed on my body, Brayden. All right, and I might love them, family legacy, all that stuff. But man, do I hate that team. And the 1-0 to Owen with Sean, and Sean has to duck out of that one.
For those who's listening on KYNT, almost clipped him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
That's why he could hear the
My
fear in the
my
voice.
My skull hurt.
Could hear the fear in the voice for a second there, but Sean was able to dance out of danger.
Is there like a tornado on top of Yankton right now, or what's going on out here? Jeez. And the 2-0.
Mother Nature has me questioning the sturdiness of duct tape right now. So I mean,
it's a 3-0. Hey, gaffer tape.
It's
actually less powerful than duct tape.
Yeah.
And the 3-0.
But I used a lot of it.
There you go.
I'm more worried about the board coming up than the camera coming off the board right now.
That's actually not a bad point. Is there a drone? What is going on out there? Let's look up.
There is a drone.
No way. Or is that just like a balloon?
That is a drone.
And the 3-1.
Or is it a bunch of balloons?
And with Sean, hits this one out toward left, is going back, and it's gone! He got caught in the wind vortex, and it is carried over the left field fence. Give credit where credit is due, though, with Sean. Put a really good number on that ball. And at the very least, without the wind, would have been at least a double on a line drive, I'd say. But a home run for Owen with Sean. He tattooed that one. Yankton leads 5-0.
It's funny, you just brought up you got the Twins tattooed on your body. That ball has Owen with Sean tattooed on it as it landed somewhere in the trees over the left field. There's a couple kids out there looking for the ball.
Check out my camera. So Owen with Sean, a home run. Brings in three, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Bryce, Sheldon, and Nelson.
And Feezer now takes another ball to the outside, 2-0.
Feezer is a lefty. Would probably prefer if the wind was pushing towards right field, but he can still put one out.
The 2-0. Call it strike, 2-1 count. I feel bad. I feel like I didn't give Wishawn enough credit for the home run. If you know what I mean. Balls at the 3-1 count.
We'll just do it right now. Owen Wishawn. What a swing of the hit, man. Or one of the swing of the bat, man. I messed it up already. I feel bad now, too.
All I was saying is I think, yes, probably a home run portion, maybe a little bit of the wind, but hey, you just use it to your advantage.
Beautiful contact.
But at the very least, I think it would have been a really solid double off the fence and something.
We've seen dead air Owen Wishawn drive balls off the fence. So
absolutely.
He's got a good bat.
Oh, absolutely. And payoff pitch coming to Feezer.
Good pitcher, too. Had 9 strikeouts, 9 of the 12 outs he had to get in a game against Hardington on Friday.
Look at Boston Frick just chase after that foul ball over there.
Boston Frick's really a do-it-all guy in the dugout. I saw
He's
earlier.
just hard up for money right now. He wants that $2.
I just, it's the little things. I noticed as Feezer takes a walk, I noticed a chair got knocked over, like in the last game, and only guy who went to pick it up was Boston Frick. It's the little things. Guy's just a good kid.
Absolutely. We have a mound visit brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Foul balls today brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door. Oh, no, it's not. Why did I just say that? Foul balls today brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. Completely different.
We've had so many ad reads this weekend.
Yeah.
We're running them together.
If that hits a windshield, a foul ball, the driver will wish they had seen Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance. They can help you find auto insurance for your windshield, your farm, and more serious auto and home insurance needs today. Call today to set up an appointment at 665-2389 or visit MidwestInsuranceYankton.com. Why are we laughing, Brayden?
I'm just imagining if that
garage
hit a
door.
windshield, you want to call Upper Midwest Garage Door. You should get that thing in a garage.
No, if that garage door hits your windshield, you're going to wish you called.
Well, the way this wind's going, I'd be worried about garage doors flying at me.
Folks, this is our 6th game in 3 days. We were just kind of...
72 hours, is that? Something
Yeah.
like that? 6th game, 72 hours. It's the 13th game of this classic. We're here, man.
we're just living.
There was a pitching change as well.
Oh, yeah, baseball. So, pitching change, Van Ort steps out and into the game.
That'd be
Schaefer.
Yeah, Schaefer from shortstop.
So, Schaefer, and then going to short is... Number 2.
That's Ethan Olson, who comes in from left field.
Olson is at short, and then out and left is... Oh, we got number... Is that 11?
Colin Lunders.
Lunders out in left. Okay, I think we got it, Brayden. I think we did it.
We did it. Yeah.
Yes. And there's Issa Feezer will be on first, so he will still be tied to Van Ort. So we'll get those final pitch stats for you eventually on there. But Brody Schaefer on the mound. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break, come back, and continue here on KYNT and KYTV.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
All right, Beck Reichen at the plate for Yankton. It's a 5-0 lead for Yankton. As Schaefer, second pitch is for a ball. 2-0 count on the outside. So we have Lunders out in left as Olson comes onto the mound. Van Ort leaves, and... Sorry, not Olson. Oh, my dude, it's a day.
Schaefer comes to the mound.
Just take a collective
It's
break.
like a...
Is Bryce okay? No, he's not. Beck Reichen takes the ball on the outside. He will draw a walk now, so back-to-back walks.
I wanted to say escalator, but it's like the things at airports, like the bigger airports, like O'Hare has it, where you stand on it, it just brings you across the floor.
Yep.
Like the floor moves for you. It's the concept of an escalator, but just on the ground.
What's happening to us? Trey Sager at the plate. And ball misses high, 1-0. I was trying to say is that Schaefer goes to the mound. He comes in from short. Olson moves from left to short to take over for Olson. Lunders takes over left field for where Olson was. There you go. Mom, I did it.
And don't let this distract you from the fact there's 2 Olsons on the field. Ethan Olson at short now and Brayden Olson behind the plate.
Break out the hard stuff. And Sager hits this one out toward right, and that one is nabbed by Bowman. And taking off from second to third is Infelt. Pinch running for Feezer. And so out, but a sack fly to move a runner over. Runners at the corners. So Tate Bestie at the plate now.
On-air production meeting, Bryce. How did Reichen get out again?
Reichen did get out.
And how do we have 2 outs?
Oh,
Oh, no, it was a fielder's choice. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Got you.
You got me really thinking about my life for a second there. I was like, wait a second.
It's like, wait a minute, Rankin's on first base. How do you get to first base?
Folks, we actually do this for a living. And I'm not making fun of Brayden. I'm making fun of myself, too. We do this for a living, but I don't know what's going on today. I think it's because folks, I'm tired.
I'm going to get fired for this, man. This is poor performance.
we're both really under par right now. Or over par, I should say.
We got to lock in.
So the 1-1 to Bestie is in the dirt on the outside. It's 2-1 count.
No, but for real, though, how did Rankin get on first?
He walked.
Okay, thank you.
Just do this for a living. It's just game number.
I could not broadcast it to the people. I could just open Game Changer and look at it too. But I kind of like the bit now.
Yeah.
So let's
sure.
run.
It's a bit. Sure, why not?
Yeah. Well.
Pitch call is striking the outside to Bessie. It's a 2-2 count. Runners at the corners, 2 away here in the top of the second. Yankton leading 5-0, and now Schaefer delivers, and Bessie delivers a base hit out toward right. Just hugs the line. That will score Infeld. Hustling from around the corner into third is Riken. And so runners again at the corners. Everyone just moves over one. Yankton leads 6-0. RBI single, Tate Bestie.
Yeah, huge hit there for Bestie. Just towed the line down that right side, put it in no man's land behind the first baseman. First baseman was covering the bag. If he's in his usual spot, maybe he can get a better jump on that ball, but that's just situational hitting. Put it where they ain't.
And now it is Cirque at the plate. We have batted around in the second inning. Takes the ball, 1-0. Our camera is just moving right now. And Cirque rips a base hit out toward left center. It gets down. It might roll all the way to the fence. Look at him go. Beep, beep, around second. And they're going to send the runner from all the way from first in Bestie. Yankton leads 8-0.
Just a beautiful piece of hitting once again from Evan Cirque. He's been good today. Single, a double, a run scored. He's got 2 RBIs now. It's only the second inning. Guys put together a full stat sheet.
And now Easton Nelson at the plate. He has a chance to add to it.
He walked in his first at-bat, came around to score, which was the second batter of this inning. It's been a big inning for Yankton. We've had a couple of these just massive innings from Yankton over this weekend.
Yeah, you know, they have games where they have a 3-outcome performance on offense all year, Brayden, including in the spring. Either they're going to have a game where they're drawing 10 walks as Cirque takes off for third. Throw pretty decent, but kind of lifted Hahn off the bag at third and stolen base for Cirque. And I have to do my obligatory beep, beep. And so either they will draw like 10 walks, right? Or they'll score 10 runs, or they will just have like a hit. So it's always one of the three.
The third option has been the rarest option, especially in the summer season.
For sure.
You just have games like that. Sometimes the bats come out cold.
That's not a Yankton exclusive. That's any baseball team. You know, sometimes you just don't. They just aren't at the plate all day.
That's baseball, baby.
Easton Nelson draws a walk. And so runners at the corners. Yankton leads 8-0. And I'll bring up Gavin Johnson, the big dog.
Oh, we workshopping?
Oh, no, I just, I think Gavin Johnson, I just think the big dog, you know?
Because he's related to another Johnson in The Rock?
Might be time to take a break there, Brayden. Let's do a self-mute for 10 seconds.
No can do.
No can do, sir.
I got too many thoughts running through this head.
Runners at the corners now for Johnson. He has a ball on the count, and Hopper tried to take out his coach, Drew Lawrence. And it's a 1-1 count.
Drew Lawrence, much like me crossing the street in college. Yeah, just hit me. I don't care.
Yeah. Dude, I had to, speaking of that, I had to play real-life Frogger last week across Broadway.
Broadway is a great street until you try to turn onto it.
Or apparently walk across it. Or do what I did, where it was like a hybrid between walking and jogging.
If you want to really put together the Midwest Olympics, Outside of several probably alcohol-related things on that Midwest Olympics, it's turning left on Broadway in Yankton, South Dakota at 12:15 p.m.
Oh, yes. And the 1-2, Gavin Johnson takes the one high inside 2-2 count.
I'm trying to get out of our station parking lot and go left, like get lunch or something,
Yeah.
maybe a McDonald's, a Culver's Run, what have you. I can't get on the street. It's like, guys, please, I'm just trying to go.
You always have to turn into the turning lane, but even then it's kind of dicey. It's just...
And then I saw somebody on Facebook post about, like, guys, the middle lane is not like a merge lane, it's a turning lane. I'm like, listen, I'm not getting onto Broadway if it's not used for that.
I will have to wait 20 minutes. And the payoff pitch misses on the outside. It's a walk issued to Gavin Johnson now. Brings up Matthew Sheldon.
Walks the bases loaded, too, and not the guy you want to play with the bases loaded and the wind aiding the batters right now. He doesn't need the wind to help him, but he'll take it.
Come on, hit a home run, Sheldon. You won't do it. And they pitch to Sheldon. Striking the outside. Nice pitch there by Schaefer. 0-1 count. Matthew Sheldon, recipient of the Kyle Mueller Scholarship, as he eats that one of the shoulder blades and will have an RBI to his name, as well as a little bit of a bruise on his back. And 9-0 lead for Yankton.
That brings Evan Sirk home to score, so he gets to complete his 2 RBI double with another run. 2 runs scored, both in this inning, a single, a double, 2 RBIs. Have yourself a day, Evan Sirk, but honestly, have yourself a day, Yankton Post 12.
Yeah, and that brings up Owen Washawn, who earlier in this inning had a 3-run home run.
What's better than a 3-run home run, Bryce?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's see. Let's just see, okay?
Let's let it happen naturally. I don't need to tempt the fate.
And the 1-0. Misses outside. It's 2-0 count. Don't worry. He doesn't need us to remind him. I guarantee he's thinking about that right now. And the 2-0.
Guy's a competitor.
Strike on the inside. 2-1 count. And 2-1 to Sean. Misses low in the dirt. 3-1 count. And here's the thing. We've mentioned it 3 times now, but the pitching situation for both Sioux Falls East and Yankton, very similar. You have competitors out there throwing on the mound, as with Sean. What a grab over at second, with Sean just had 1 or 2 RBIs taken away from him by the second baseman, McClarty, who had a 45-inch vertical to try to nab that line drive.
Get that kid in the league.
Yes, and so an L4 with a frowny face for Washawn on that one. And 3 runners are left on, and there were no errors. And all right, let's tally up hits here. 1,
I think
2,
4 that half inning.
4 hits. Wait, nope. Yep, 4 hits and 8 runs for Yankton. A very productive inning for Yankton in the top of the second. Bottom half of the inning coming up. And thank you to our sponsor, FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank, and Yankton Thrive. Yes, there is a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. We'll be back in 1 minute. Any breaks brought to you by Rise Fuel here on KYNT and KYNTV.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Boston Shoes to Boots is your locally owned family shoe store located in downtown Yankton on Cedar Street. We offer the service and quality product to fit the whole family. Whether you're in the market for athletics, dress, casual, or work, come shop with us 6 days a week or shop online all the time at bostonshoestoboots.com. Try out our foot scanner and get fitted for insoles. Happy feet keep you healthy and on the move. Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics.
All right, so Dietrich Hahn isn't messing around. Comes up and a double off the fence off in left center. So Sioux Falls East trying to answer Yankton's offensive call here in the bottom half of the inning.
You know, Hahn hit that ball so hard, might have been a chance to keep him at a single, but it hit perfectly where one of those solid posts are, the supports of the fence, and it just ricocheted away from Easton Nelson in the exact opposite direction he needed it to.
Caleb Bowman at the plate. I heard Bowman during the lineup, so. But it's spelled with the U, so if it's Bowman.
I know a guy I went to middle school with who his name's spelled like that and it's Boomin, so I don't know.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say it really fast.
Boomin?
That's Caleb Bowman at the plate for Sioux Falls East.
B-man at the plate.
Yeah.
The right fielder. Number
Caleb
22.
B at the plate, left-handed hitter. The 1-1. And ball misses just a bit high from the right arm of Easton Feeser. Feezy Feeser, if you will.
And since I brought him up, shout out Jarrett Boomin, one of my best friends in middle school.
And that pitch misses outside, 3-1.
Feeser had a very solid first inning. Strikeout, ground out, fly out, 3 up, 3 down. But leadoff double kind of turned the tables on him.
3-1 from Feeser, and nice pitch in the inside. Swinging it through is Caleb B.
The way,
pitch.
the way Boomin walked to the other batter's box, I'm like, is he going to try hitting righty now? Like, we're just switching up the whole tactics?
I am going to go Boomin. I think you're right. Payoff pitch. And Boomin grounder over to Reichen at short. Nice throw up with it over to Sheldon. That's one away. But run does advance to third.
I'm so used to just saying Feeser at first. Sheldon does a great job over there as well. No shame about that.
No. Brayden Olson.
Cool name.
Yeah, Olson's a pretty cool name.
I know a couple Olsons.
And first pitch to Olson misses low and away, 1-0. Too many Braydens in this classic this weekend.
Yeah, the correct number was 2, and that was the players.
And the 1-0. For those just tuning in, that was a mean thing for him to say. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler.
He said worse.
Sometimes on air. And the 2-0. And this one hit hard out toward left. Did the wind carry this one over the fence? Yes, it did. 2-run homer for Brayden Olson. That one went almost straight up. So Brayden Olson and Mother Nature send that one over the fence. But I mean, give him credit where credit's due. He used it. That's for sure.
Had to muscle it up there.
Exactly. So 2-run homers, as I mentioned, and now it is 9-2. Yankton with the lead.
To the plate, number 13,
Jens McClarty, who kept Owen Washon from adding an RBI or two in the last half inning by jumping out of his cleats, is at the plate. So
He's got those old moon shoes they used to advertise.
And off the handle this one, and charging is Washon trying to get revenge, and he does. And it was Sean.
He took it personally.
Yeah, and I took that personally. 5-3 put out, brings up
Is that the
Jude
second
Tamont.
Michael Jordan reference of the day?
It's the same one, too.
Yeah, it's the same took that personally. It was Beck Reichen earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't remember what for.
Because he had the air, right? And then he
got the next out, yeah. Okay.
And a ball low, 1-0 to McClarty. Or Tamont, excuse me.
Yeah, Tamont, the first baseman, his first at bat today. Well, in this game.
And ball misses 2-0. Our camera is just dipping. It's all right, though. And the 2-0. Misses away. 3-0 count. And call strike, 3-1.
So I didn't catch the strike call at first. I'm like, oh, I didn't miss by much because it didn't miss.
And the 3-1. Call strike there. So battling back is Feeser on the mound. And Hard shot over to short. Riken up with it. Wasting no time over to Sheldon. 6-3 put up. What? Sioux Falls East answers with 2 runs. 2 runs on 2 hits. And no errors and no one left on base. 9-2, entering the top of inning number 3. Yankton bats coming up. Yep, you heard that right. And thank you to our broadcast partner, Floor Tech. With your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech and Sherco. We need to be sure. Make it Sherco. Any scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their number 1 goal is to make each patient feel at home and know they're truly there to help you live a healthier, pain-free life. Visit them at SWATChiropracticandRehab.com. Back in a minute, Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT and KYNTV.
Looking for a reason to build a new home in Yankton? Well, we have lots. I mean Garden Estates lots. Garden Estates is a new home development on the west side of Yankton. We have 89 lots available starting at $36,500. These lots are perfect for the first-time home buyer, younger families, or retirees. Yankton is a great place to build, and Garden Estates is the location to build your new home. For more information on Garden Estates housing development, go to yanktonsd.com.
Hey, why are you in the garage?
This storm is bad. I'm worried about the garage doors.
Come on, what could happen?
A lot. Hail could dent the doors. Like that. And high winds could bend the doors or even break them. Like that.
So when that happens, what happens?
You call Upper Midwest Garage Door.
Upper Midwest Garage Door offers reliable storm damage repair for residential and commercial doors. We're an authorized Clopay dealer serving eastern South Dakota. Visit us at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
Pitching change and more fielding changes as well. And as far as I can tell here, Brayden Schaefer has gone back to short, right? And Olson has gone back to second, and McClarty has taken over on the mound.
Yeah, a little triangle offense there.
And Easton Fees are at the plate, and as is in his contract, Brayden gets to call some innings. So, Brayden, go ahead.
Looks like I'm like the Make-A-Wish kid.
We're doing you a favor.
Yeah, we're letting him call innings. Look at this guy. I'm better than this, I promise. It's a 2-0 count to Feezer. Make it a 2-1 count. Feezer takes strike 1. Oh, man.
He just wants the game to be done now.
Nick Markakis takes strike 1. If you know, you know. If you don't, I can't tell you. 3-1 count now to Feezer. Left-handed hitter coming set in the box. 3-1. Try to put a ride into that one, but got underneath of it, fouled back into the netting. I thought that was like you breathing, and it's just opening a Sprite.
There's no honor discipline at all.
Oh, I think we left that one behind a long
He's
time
like
ago.
not over here eating like a Big Mac.
Where'd that come from? Payoff pitch to Feezer. This one on a line into the gap. That's going to drop for a base hit. At least 2 bags for Easton Feezer. Hit 2 hops off the fence in right center field. Throw in. Isn't going to get Feezer at second. A stand-up double to lead things off here in the top of the 3rd.
Good way to help your own cause right there.
Feezer now 1 for 1 on the day as well. He walked in his first 2 at-bats. He's come to the plate every single inning so far.
About time you contribute there, Easton.
Beck Riken comes to the plate. Infeld will run for Feezer at second. For some reason, I wrote it down as a single in my book. Sorry, Easton. Not trying to short you any total bases.
We're going to be barred from the next game. They're going to put us on a 1-game. The YBA is going to put us on a 1-game suspension. Josh is going to call the game solo because we have to sit one out.
It's a 1-0 count. Make it a 2-0 count now. Thought the first pitch was a called strike, but maybe I missed it. Yep, nope. Home plate umpire says 1-1, so I thought so. Should be a 1-1 count from McClarty to Riken, and Riken over the head of the shortstop, just snuck it over him for a base knock. We're going to have runners at the corners. No, Riken's going to try to leg out too. They're not ready for him. Riken slides in. He's safe at second. That's just aggressive base running. Maybe a bit too aggressive for some people's liking, but Riken's safe at second base with Infeld at third.
I don't know if it was a late audible stop or what, but Drew Lawrence did wave Infelt through to go home, and then Infelt kind of just stopped suddenly. So I don't know if it was more of Infelt just kind of feeling like he couldn't do it, or if it was a late audible stop.
And that would also explain if Riken sees that he's waving Frankie home, like, oh, play's going to be at the plate, I'll go too.
I think it's exactly what happened, yeah.
And once you get about halfway there, you got to commit to it. So runners at second and third, though. It all works out. All's well that ends okay, right?
Oh, look at that fielding over there. Goes Drew Lawrence.
Doesn't throw it back in, though.
Yeah, he's not limping.
Goes to eat that one.
He's not limping.
Good.
That's such a good news. I just want to point that out.
0-2 count to Sager here. Nobody out in the inning. Takes ball one.
That was just the most odd sequence when that happened.
Yeah, because at first I'm like, oh, he stepped maybe wrong. I know there's like elevated carpet in some place. Maybe he stepped wrong, just rolled his ankle. But
because he was pretty like nonchalant about it. I mean, he was obviously in pain, but he just kind of was like, I don't know, guys.
And then the slow shuffle from the third base coaching box to the dugout just went, oh, no.
Yeah.
2-2 popped up over our heads. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. Nobody out in the inning. Yankton leads 9-2, top of inning number 3, an 8-run second inning for post 12. Got them out to this lead. 2-2 misses outside for a ball. 3-2 count now from McClarty to Sager.
Foul balls are brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency, not Upper Midwest Garage Door, as previously spoken.
If that foul ball hits your garage door, Trey Sager takes ball 4 low, and he'll take first base as well.
Or if that garage door hits your windshield, you're going to wish.
With the wind today, watch out for flying garage doors. Honestly, to be serious, though, watch out for flying loose objects. The wind is a ridiculous day.
Yes.
You know, people sometimes have like patio umbrellas or whatever. Those can turn into projectiles. First pitch to Bestie, pops this one up in the infield. And they're going to call infield fly here, and that will be out number 1.
Bestie pops up to short. Grabs it.
Officially a P6 for Tate Bestie. Evan Cirk now to the plate. Singled, doubled, scored 2 runs, stole a base, had 2 runs batted in, and that was just his second inning. Takes strike 1 officially. It's an 0-1 count to Cirk here. Easton Nelson on deck with Gavin Johnson in the hole. Johnson is the top of the order. That one bounces just in front of Cirk. It's a 1-1 count now from McClarty. Expect McClarty trying to work the ball low and maybe away from Cirk. Try to force a ground ball, get out of this inning.
I'm getting comments about us, and it's not just from Scotty.
Are they positive or negative?
Funny.
Okay. Thank you for listening here on KYNT and KYN TV. If you enjoy what you're listening to, I'm Brayden Butler. That's Bryce Ladwig. 2-2 popped out and away. If you aren't enjoying the coverage, we need to come up with new names.
Produce an alternate feed.
If you don't like the coverage, I am not Brayden Butler. Here's the 2-2 from Cirk. This one popped up foul, or no, it will be in fair territory. Floats in, second baseman gets underneath of it. It's another infield fly, and it's out number 2.
Pops up to the first baseman.
So Yankton started off strong here in this half inning, but maybe leaving the bases loaded here.
2 outs, Yankton with bases loaded to the plate.
Easton Nelson trying to prevent that.
Center fielder number 4, Easton Nelson.
Nelson has walked twice so far in this one, scored a run, so he's been showing the plate discipline. He'll take strike 1 there, though. Here's the 0-1 to Nelson. Outside for a ball, 1-1 count now to Easton. Here's the 1-1 from McClarty. Nelson, ground ball, left side, shortstop up with it, has to fire across the diamond. Just in the nick of time. Nelson almost beat that one out down the first base line. Yankton does strand the bases loaded, and no runs come across on 2 hits. No errors, 3 runners do get left on base. We go to the bottom of inning number 3 in a 9-2 ball game. This inning break is brought to you by Rise Fuel. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Also, thank you to our broadcast partners, First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time, and Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. They'll help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Yankton leads 9-2. We're back in 1 minute here on KYNT, KYN TV.
It's never a good time to find yourself stuck on the side of the road. When you do, call Gary's Towing, your trusted family-owned towing service serving the Yankton area for over 50 years. Whether it's light, medium, or heavy towing, they've got the right equipment and the experience to get you back on the road fast. Day or night, call Gary, Mike, or Mason, 665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
Looking for your next leadership opportunity? Parker is looking for a second shift value stream team supervisor. If you've got leadership skills, manufacturing experience, and a drive to improve processes, this is your shot. Parker offers paid vacation and sick leave, 13 paid holidays, medical, dental, vision, supplemental, and paid life insurance. Guaranteed profit sharing and a fully matched 401k up to 5%, fully vested on day one. Plus, a company paid retirement income account. Apply today at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Bottom of inning number 3 as the wind picks up again. Blows my scorebook directly into my face. Easton Fieser back on the mound for his third inning of work. It's a 1-0 count here to the leadoff man for Sioux Falls East. That's Caden Sporer. And then Brody Schaefer, top of the order on deck. Ethan Olson in the hole. That's who's due up this half inning for Sioux Falls East. Here's the 2-0. That one's in there for a strike. Fieser been pitching well so far. Gave up a 2-run home run, but outside of that, hasn't really given up anything through the first 2 innings. 2 hits. First hit got on. Second hit brought him home. Nothing else since or before. Sporer pops this one up. Looks like Nelson calls everybody off in center field. He'll glove it with the left hand for out number 1. After the first out, I'd like to thank one of our broadcast partners in Pizza Ranch for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Yankton Pizza Ranch. They're on Broadway or over the phone at 665-1222. Not used to Yankton being the bottom of the inning out in the field. Or, yeah. One-0 count here to Schaefer. The first pitch missed for a ball. Schaefer, chopper, 2 hops. High grab there by Reichen, throws across. Has to stretch for it above his head. Does Matthew Sheldon at first, but a 6-3 putout gets him.
That was close to someone saying safe because Sheldon had to pull his foot off and got it back in time.
2 up, 2 down brings Ethan Olson to the plate. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. Fieser wheels and deals. This one sent out to right field, and it is dropping in no man's land. That's a base knock. Olson going to take a long turn. Realizes Sheldon's not on the bag as he was chasing after that one, so he has some wiggle room to mess around, but he goes back to first. Olson with a 2-out single brings up Colin Lunders.
Twins won, in case you're wondering.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Or bad for them. Bad for you, good for them. Who knows?
I just want what's best for them.
This one ripped into left field. Nice knock there from Lunders. It's going to 2-hop off the fence. Runner turning around second, heading to third is Olson. Cut off by Reichen. Runners are going to hold at second and third. A 2-out double puts runners on second and third for Lunders and Sioux Falls East. Fieser can get out of this situation, though, with 1 out as Dietrich Hahn comes to the plate. Hahn hit a double back in the second inning to lead things off. He came around to score in a 2-run home run. Here's the first pitch to him. Hahn thought about it, but ends up taking it for a ball. The 1-0. This one's out to left field. Giving chase is Sager, and he looks up and watches it go over the left field fence. A 3-run shot for Dietrich Hahn. Every home run today has been over the left field fence. Mother Nature definitely helping out, but a lot of pop in the bats tonight as well. 3-run shot makes it 9-5, still a 4-run lead for Yankton.
Well, making up for the lack of homers in this classic, just in this game.
I'll say the only two I've seen at Riverside were Easton Feasers on day one, and then can't remember the name of the player. A player from Madison hit one in the opening game yesterday. 9-5, your new score. 3 runs come across to that 3-run home run. Olsen, Lunders, and Hahn all score. Here's Caleb Booman. Grounded out to the shortstop back in the second inning. Booman wanted that one.
I think between us, PA, and everyone else, we're just all taking liberties with this last name. I've heard it 4 different times now.
Let's see what you got, Tutu.
Come on, kid.
There we go, kid. Have a good one, kid. Find your page, kid. I love baseball. That one misses outside for a ball. Feaser will wheel and deal to Booman once again. And this one, shot back up the middle, gets past Reichen there at short. Up with it is Nelson in center. Runner's going to take off for second. Nelson with the throw in. Gets away from everybody there. It's a double for Booman. I think I've heard a couple kids on post 15 call him Booman, so I think we're in the right here.
Yep.
But a 2-out double, and all this has come with 2 outs. First 2 batters in the inning, 1 popped out, 1 grounded out, but single, double, 3-run home run, double brings up Brayden Olsen.
Actually, a single in advance on the throw. FYI.
Oh, that's what they're rolling it? Okay. Pitch misses low. It's a 1-1 count here for Feaser. On a day like today, with the weather how it is, how the ball is flying around this park, no pitcher is going to come out here with a nice ERA. Throw over to third, and the stolen base for Booman.
No, it's like Coors Field here today.
Yeah, the Rockies still wouldn't score here.
It's true.
Feaser with the 2-1. This is inside for a ball. 3-1 count now to Olsen. Olsen just hit a 2-run home run last inning. If he's able to get a hold of another one, it'd cut the lead right back in half. 9-5, Yankton leads here, bottom of inning number 3. And that's going to be a walk here for Olsen. The 8th batter of the inning coming to the plate for Sioux Falls East as Jens McClarty steps up. As he's coming to the plate, thank you to one of our broadcasting partners in Truxedo. A real truck company. Search Truxedo on Google to learn more. First pitch to McClarty, in there for strike 1. Feaser comes set for the 0-1. They'll fire home. Runner takes off for second. Throw down. Cut off by Bestie. And now the runner caught between third and home. Throw over to third. Tag down in time. Heads up play there in the field by Yankton. Tate Bestie, Gavin Johnson, and Owen was Sean all linking up on that one for out number 3. Catching Booman trying to go home. 3 runs do come across on 4 hits, no errors. 1 runner gets left on base for Sioux Falls East. We go to the top of the 4th in a 9-5 ball game, and that scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Visit them today at swatchiropracticandrehab.com. We're back in 60 seconds as Yankton looks to increase their lead again. This is Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYN TV.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Top of the order, due up 1-2-3 for Yankton. Gavin Johnson to lead things off. Matthew Sheldon behind him, and then Owen Washon in the hole. It's a 1-0 count to start things to Johnson, the catcher. A ground out and 2 walks so far in this one. Here's the 2-0 to Johnson. Got a piece of that one, fouled it off. 2-1 count now. Jensen McClarty still out there. Another inning of work for him in relief. Pitched a scoreless top of the third. It's the first scoreless stanza for Yankton today. They had scored 1 on the top of the first, then 8 in the top of the second to really blow this game open. But Sioux Falls East has clawed right back. 2 in the bottom of the second, 3 in the bottom of the third. We're in a 9-5 ball game. Johnson on the 3-1 rips this one into left center field. That'll drop for a base knock. Leadoff single for Johnson. We should see Boston Frick come in to run for him, and looks like that's exactly what they're doing.
Keep it going now. Courtesy runner for Johnson is Boston Frick. To the plate, number 18, Matthew Sheldon.
Sheldon now to the plate has a single, a 6-4 fielder's choice, a hit by pitch, and 2 runs batted in. And 2 runs scored as well. Between him and Evan Sirk, just save some stats for the rest of us, guys. Throw over to first, not there in time. Frick's back in safely. The 1-0 Sheldon. This one's into left field again. Another base hit. Back-to-back singles brings Owen Washon to the plate with 2 runners on.
Sheldon with a base hit. Puts runners at first and second. To the plate, third baseman, number 3, Owen Washon.
Washon's got a single, a 3-run home run, and a line out so far in this one. First pitch to him misses in the left-handed batter's box. It's going to be a 1-0 count for Washon. Easton Fieser now steps into the on-deck circle for Yankton. Beck Reichen in the hole. Quick look ahead for post 12. Here's Washon in the 1-0. Misses away again from McClarty. 2-0 count now to Washon. Another ball. Nope. Clipped the outer half. Oh, delay on the strike call there. 2-1 count now. Washon swings through the 2-1, trying to get a back pick to second base. Almost gets away from the second baseman.
I, too, like to live dangerously.
Is that directed at the catcher, the second baseman, or Boston?
The catcher, actually. Because that could have gone many different ways.
I could have just said Olsen. That was Olsen behind the plate, Olsen at second base. Washon, line out to the third baseman, and they almost get Frick again at the second base.
Pretty sure Washon just heard me go, ugh.
That's just unfortunate for Owen Washon. 2 of the hardest hit balls of the day now. One of them goes over the fence, the other one right at a third baseman.
Number 5, Easton Fieser.
He looked up here. I'm pretty sure he probably just heard this. Ugh.
That's just unfortunate. Got every bit of that ball, just sometimes that's where it goes. He's still got the bat in his hand, too. He knows it felt good.
Oh, yeah. He had the one nabbed over there by McClarty at second.
I forgot about that one, too. He's been getting robbed since his home run.
Baseball gods making him pay.
He's like, I should be at least 3/4 of the cycle right now. As Fieser sends this one into right field. That'll be a base hit. And it looks like they're going to send they're going to put the stop sign on late there. Boston Frick going to return to the bag. Was a good call. Good arm out there in right field. That's number 22, Caleb Booman.
Bases loaded to the plate. Shortstop number 2, Beck Reichen.
Bases loaded with one out. Beck Reichen with a chance to add some damage here.
Seriously, though, poor Sean, man. I know he had a 3-run homer. That's awesome, but he has gotten robbed. He's in solid contact.
Guy literally climbs the ladder at second base to rob you of one base hit. And then a ripper of a line drive left side of the infield just happens to be right at where the third baseman's playing. It's an 0-1 count to Reichen after he takes strike one. McClarty into his windup again, leaves that one outside for a ball. 1-1 count. McClarty, 1-1 count. One down in the inning, make it a 2-out, 2-1 count now. Bases still loading. Frick on third, Sheldon on second. Frankie Intveld in, courtesy running for Fieser at first, and this one's going into left center field, and that one might roll all the way to the warning track. 1 run scores. Center fielder just came up with the ball, 2-run score. They're sending a 3rd run home. Here comes Intveld, no play at the plate. Clear the bases for Beck Reichen. 3-run score on a 3 RBI double.
Stand-up double, scoring 3.
Intveld.
Good at baseball.
Hot take. We were talking about it earlier. The Reichen family, great athletes. All of them kind of are the best at different sports. And Beck's in that same mold as his older brother Drew, where baseball it seems like is their number one, and that's not taken away from Beck's credits on the court or anything else he does. It's a 1-1 count here to Sager. Coming around to score on that 2 RBI double as well, or 3 RBI double as well, were Boston Frick, Matthew Sheldon, and Frankie Intveld. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Reichen's going to be 90 feet away from scoring himself as he scoots to third. 7-run lead now for Yankton after that double from Reichen. It's 12-5 here, top of inning number 4. Two-1 is in there for strike 2. It's a 2-2 count now from Sager. I'm only bringing it up just as a reminder. I don't think it's going to happen the way both teams are swinging the bats right now, but run rules. It's 12 after 4, 8 after 5 here in the Lewis and Clark Classic, and Sager swings through that one for out number 2.
One thing we didn't talk about before, Brayden, because I was just confirming, but the 2 teams playing right now are the last 2 years champions of the Lewis and Clark Classic.
It's the rubber match.
Yes.
I don't know if they win against each other in the championships, but it's who's to decide the last 3 years who's dominant. So is it post-12 2 years ago?
Sioux Falls East beat Blair last year, and then Yankton, I can't remember who they beat, but Yankton won it 2 years ago.
Yankton didn't even get a chance to play Blair this year. Ashland threw a wrench in that playing with their comeback yesterday.
Ashland, joking. That's a really good team.
Really good squad.
Yeah.
They had some guys up here broadcasting for that too. I don't know who they were working for, but nice guys. 1-2 count here to Bestie.
When did that happen?
The guys broadcasting?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they were just out here in the booth.
I don't like to leave the booth.
I know, they were just right out here. Bestie, over the head of the shortstop. That's a base hit and another run scored. The 4th of the inning, the 13th of the game. It's an RBI single for Tate Bestie. And that brings Evan Sirk to the plate, who had the greatest single inning I've ever seen in Legion baseball. 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base in the 2nd inning alone. It's an 0-1 count to him after the first pitch was fouled off. Bestie leads off of first. McClarty fires home, leaves that one outside for a ball. It's a 1-1 count to Evan Sirk.
Who's the fastest guy in this roster? Is it Sirk?
He's got a good argument for it as he sends this one into right field. He's also got a good argument for the hottest bat of the day. That one's rolling. Sirk took a big turn at first, but nobody's covering the bag, so he's got plenty of space to go back to it. It's going to be runners at the corners. 3rd hit of the game for Evan Sirk. He singles into right field. Bestie moves all the way to 3rd for Easton Nelson, making up names as we go.
Center fielder number 4, Easton Nelson.
Nelson, 2 walks, a run scored, and a ground out so far in this one. This is an argument that I can't remember if I've brought it up with you before, Bryce, or if it was with Tell during a Mount Marty broadcast, but he's been on base twice. He's scored a run, but if you look at his stat sheet, it's 0 for 1. And this one drifting out to center field. A little bit of a backtrack there, but it is gloved out in center by Sporer. One center fielder flies out to another, and that's going to do it for the 4th inning of play. But 4 runs come across for Yankton. 13 total runs on 14 total hits for Post 12. They lead by 8 as we head to the bottom of inning number 4. This inning break brought to you by Rise Fuel. It's packed with essential vitamins and nutrients. Go faster, push harder, and perform better with Rise Fuel. We're back in 1 minute. Easton Feeser back on the mound for another inning of work here on KYNT. KYN-TV back in 60 seconds.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
It's Hy-Vee's 3-day meat sale this Friday through Sunday. Get our special recipe brats, 8 for just $10. Pork chops, just 99 cents. Table Makers chicken breasts, just $1.99 a pound. George's chicken leg quarters, just 59 cents a pound. Whole boneless pork loin, just $1.88 a pound. Plus, save on bacon, ribs, chicken grillers, and more. Save in-store and online. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYN-TV. Bottom of inning number 4, and the first pitch is crushed to left field by Jens McClarty. Backtracking and grabbing it, though, is Trey Sager. His heels were on the warning track out there in left field. The way today's gone, I've just been conditioned. Any fly ball to left field is going to end up over the fence. We just have to deal with it. But that one didn't catch a ride. McClarty did put plenty into it, but it ends up as an out. This one sent out to right field now. Cirk gets under it. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Sufficient right now for Easton Feeser.
Nice fly ball to the right, caught by Cirk, out number 2. That'll bring up number 12, Cade Sporer.
We already got 2 down in the inning, so thank you to a couple of our broadcast partners, including Beals Cleaners. For rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services, go to Beals in downtown Yankton. And Truxedo, a real truck company. Search Truxedo on Google to learn more. I'm trying to do one of those reads after every out, but when it's 2 one-pitch outs, Bryce, they don't really leave me any time. 0-2 count now. It's a quick hole here for the 3rd hitter of the inning, and Cade Sporer. That pitch is a ball. It's a 1-2 count now. Bryce, what if I told you as a team? Okay, the old adage, you can't score if you don't get on base, right?
Yeah.
What if I told you every Yankton player who's come to the plate in this Lewis and Clark Classic is check swing, win around, that's out number 3. We'll finish this quick. Every player has gotten on base at least 33% of the time. And as a team, it's a .538 on base percentage. Yankton Post 12.
Works 75% of the time, all the time.
They get on base. 1-2-3 goes Sioux Falls East, though. Couldn't even let me get my fun fact out before they end the inning. Feeser likes to work quick. We go to the top of inning number 5 in a 13-5 ball game. Yankton leads by 8. Could add to that when we come back. That scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Yankton bats when we come back. This is Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV. We're back in 60 seconds.
When the summer heat is on, make sure your cooling system is up to the challenge. Kaiser Heating and Cooling has the right solution for your home or business, whether it's a high-efficiency air conditioner, geothermal system, or reliable heat pump unit. For over 77 years, we've been keeping Yankton cool with expert installation and service. Don't sweat this summer. Stay comfortable all season long with Kaiser Heating and Cooling, Yankton's most trusted heating and cooling professionals.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Changes being made out on the field. New pitcher, Brayden Olson, takes off the catcher's gear. He'll be throwing to the catcher now on the mound. New man steps in behind the plate, Pete Samp. Samp wearing number 31 right now. Take a quick look at the pitching stats. A lot of pitchers have thrown already here for Sioux Falls East in this one. Look at their pitchers so far. Gavin Van Ort pitched 1 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, 2 strikeouts to 5 walks. All 6 runs were earned. Brody Schaefer then pitched 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, no strikeouts to 3 walks. And then Jens McClarty comes in, 2 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. So now Brayden Olson comes in for the top of the 5th. Gavin Johnson to lead things off. Johnson got a piece of that one, but swung through it. I believe an 0-2 count now to Johnson. That one up and in. It's a ball called to Johnson. So far in this one, a ground out, 2 walks, a single, and then his courtesy runner, Boston Frick, has scored a run. That one in there. No, ball high. 3-1 count. Here's the 3-1 from Olson. Takes it high, ball 4, 3rd walk of the game, drawn by Gavin Johnson.
Leadoff walk. That'll bring to the plate. First baseman, number 18, Matthew Shelton.
Matthew Shelton has 2 singles, 3 runs, 2 RBIs, a hit by pitch, and a fielder's choice.
But no home runs. He's slacking.
No extra base hits yet for Shelton. You know that's something he wants to change. He likes to put a pop in the ball. And I don't mean soda pop. This one up the elevator shaft, though, in the infield. 3rd baseman working his way underneath of it, and he will glove it for the out. Over there at 3rd base is Dietrich Hahn, one of the few guys who hasn't moved around so far in this game out in the field.
I risk these guys not knowing I'm joking. They hear it back. Like, do you hear what Bryce said? Says you're slacking.
Bryce was saying we can't hit the ball well. But, buddy, you put up 13 runs and 14 hits. You know, we're joking with you.
Here's the guy, Owen O'Shawn.
Owen O'Shawn has been robbed twice today. He was on his way to the precinct to file a police report, and he got robbed again.
Pretty much.
For those of you who maybe missed earlier on, he had a hot shot. Jens McClarty at 2nd base climbed the ladder to keep it going in from right center field. Could have been 2 bags.
2 RBIs, yeah.
2 RBIs as well for him. But it was right in the gap. Could have rolled a long way.
The one that was snared at 3rd, that would have been an RBI, right, if I remember?
Could have been an RBI as well. It was a line drive right at the 3rd baseman, unfortunately.
Then he did have a 3 RBI home run.
There we go.
Baseball gods make him pay for that, though, because that came first.
All right, we gave you the home run.
He sold his soul for that home run.
Come on. He's not Tyrese Halliburton. Allegedly. Here's the 2-0. In there for a strike. 2-1 count now. Game 2 of the finals tonight, Bryce. You watching?
Nope. Think so. Shut down that conversation real quick. You watching tonight? Nope.
Here's the 2-1. Misses the zone.
Not a big NBA guy, you know.
I know. I know you.
I appreciate the Wolves, you know, and it's not anything to do with anything else. I used to watch the Wolves and the Wild. I got the 2 kids and this job. We watch a lot of sports. I had to cut some stuff out of my life.
3-1, and Washawn takes it low and away for a ball.
I think I watch enough Twins and Vikings and Yotes to check all my boxes.
I'll tell you, though, this Pacers run in the postseason, you're missing some voodoo. I think Tyrese Halliburton's already like third all time for most shots to win or tie a game with under a minute left in the playoffs. And all of them have been this playoff run.
But he didn't get the Eastern Conference MVP.
He did get the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. That one went to Spicy P himself, Pascal Siakam. The man they once said had no bag, but it's big enough to win the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. Here's the 1-0 from Olsen. This is high for a ball to Easton Fieser. It's a 2-0 count now, pitcher against pitcher. Olsen comes set, 2 runners on, 1 out in the inning. And Fieser takes that one, clips the zone for a strike.
I want to be an umpire, but I'm going to bring out like a chair or like a stool. Like my dad used to do basically when I was pitching to him.
And if you can't hit me while I'm sitting, you're not good enough to be a pitcher. So here's the 2-1. Fieser pops this one up behind the plate. And Samp with it. He gloves it for the out. He's got the wraparound shades on for a second, Bryce. And I thought that when he ripped the helmet off, his headband or something had come down over his eyes. That's what it looked like at first. I'm like, how is he tracking this? No, he's just got wraparound shades. Shout out to Bret Hart. That one misses the zone and gets away. Sean moves to second. Frick moves to first.
Speaking of Bret Hart, if you listen very carefully, Brayden, right? If you really listen carefully, you can hear him complaining about something.
Probably that Bill Goldberg.
People like, stop talking about wrestling, Brayden and Bryce.
Here's the 1-0. And Riken takes that one for a strike. 1-1 count to him. I will stop talking about wrestling with this. Bret Hart, I always loved, would always say Bill Goldberg. He would never call him just Goldberg. And Brian Danielson is another professional wrestler. You remember Ryback in like the late 2010s?
Mm-hmm.
He only referred to him as the Ryback. Like, he always put the in front of his name. It was funny in interviews. Anyway, ball gets away from the catcher, but Sam's able to glove it before the runner comes home from third. 2-1 count here to Riken.
You could add random wrestling nerd stuff to our bingo card of things we always somehow bring up.
I got a lot of interest, man. Here's the 2-1. In there for a strike. A little delay on that strike call. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out in the inning, 2 runners on. Bryce, this is Deuces Wild. Strike 3 called. Riken sat down looking. And we go to the bottom of inning number 5 in an 8-run ball game. And if Yankton gets out of it scoreless, it'll be over as they lead by 8. At top of the 5th inning and this inning break heading to the bottom of the 5th are brought to you by Rise Fuel. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Big thank you to our broadcast partners of MT and RC Smith Insurance. You can call them at 665-3611. And Vision Care Associates. You can call them as well, 665-2020. Easton Fieser back on the mound for his 5th inning of work when we come back. This is Post-12 Legion Baseball. KYNT, KYN-TV, back in 1 minute.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYN-TV. Drop third strike to the leadoff batter. Throw down on the first base line is in time. Matthew Sheldon was not standing on the bag at first, but able to put the foot on for the out. That is Schaefer who's out to lead things off.
That'll bring up left fielder number 2.
Ethan Olson a strikeout, a single, and a run scored so far. Sioux Falls East trails 13-5. And Olson trying to change that with one swing, but Sager says no can do out in left field, just in front of the 351 sign. 2 down now in the inning. And Bryce with a pair of quick outs.
Don't do it.
Game situation, gotta let the people know at home. 13-5 your score. Run rule in the Lewis and Clark Classic is 8 runs after 5. This could be the last out of the game. Colin Lunder's gonna try to change that. Double, a run scored, and a fly out so far in this one. He takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 count from Feeser. Here's the 1-0 home. Lunder's started to go around. Did he hold up in time? He did. 2-0 count now to Colin Lunders. Dietrich Hahn is on deck. Caleb Booman is in the hole. Lunders rounding out the 3-batter minimum for this inning with 2 down already. Schaefer struck out. Olson lined out. 2-0 to Lunders. In there for a strike. 2-1 count now. Feeser has pitched pretty well.
Yep.
Primarily a first baseman, but you got to like what you've seen.
He's gotten the job done.
2-1, swung through and missed by Lunders. Sioux Falls East potentially down to their last strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Feeser gets a call he likes from Johnson. Fires home quickly, leaves it outside. 3-2 count now. Full count situation. Lunders trying to keep this game going. That was a quick pitch there from Feeser. He'll go back to the windup here. Kick and deal. Bounces it in front of the plate. Lunders takes first with the walk. That brings Dietrich Hahn to the plate. And if there's been anybody in the Sioux Falls East lineup that's been able to get a hold of one better, you let me know, because Dietrich Hahn has a double and a 3-run home run so far in this one. 2 runs scored for him as well. He can turn that 8 to 6 in the deficit column real quick. First pitch misses for a ball to Hahn. Lunders leads off of first. That one's in there for a strike. Hahn, a little iffy on it. Don't know if he's upset with himself or the call. It was close on the inner half. Hahn comes set, as does Feeser on the mound. He fires home. Now he fires home. In there, strike number 2. Now a 1-2 count. Hahn's got to protect. Looks like he's going to choke up on the bat a little bit. Not much, but oh, he's going to actually sink those hands back down the bat near the knob. Here's the 1-2 home from Feeser. Lunders started to go, or Dietrich started to go around. Does not matter. Called strike 3. Easton Feeser pitches the complete game. Your 2025 Lewis and Clark champions are the Yankton Post 12 Legion squad, the hosts of this one. Back on top for the first time since, well, 2 years ago. 13-5 final, Bryce. Great performance today for Post 12, especially with the amount of pitchers they had to use all throughout. Feeser, I think, did a great job on the mound.
Yeah, he stepped up when he needed to, and you're coming from his normal position, as you said, at first base, but it was one of those situations you're just going to throw an athlete, a competitor on the mound and see what he can do, and he did it for Yankton. Good defense behind him as well. Great offensive outburst for Yankton to take down both Sioux Falls West and then East in this championship final of the Lewis and Clark Classic. Yankton now the 2023 and 25 Lewis and Clark champions. Congratulations.
And a great weekend of baseball all throughout. Post 12, perfect on the weekend, 6-0 now. Couple big wins over some Class A opposition here today. Not that it'll count towards the Class A standings, but this is a good kind of barometer as you're heading into Class A season, picking up again on Wednesday with Post 320. We'll talk more about that with head coach Drew Lawrence in the post-game report. We'll have that when we come back. It's brought to you by the Move Group. But Yankton Post 12 takes a 13-5 victory to be crowned the Lewis and Clark Classic champions for 2025. Back after this break with your post-game report on KYNT, KYN TV.
School may be out for summer, but now is the time to get your child's school and sports physicals. Beat the last-minute rush. Schedule your kindergarten physical and necessary vaccines, 6th grade physical and required vaccines, and for those entering 7th and 10th grade, your high school sports physical. Yankton Medical Clinic makes it easier than ever with online scheduling available 24/7. Or call today. School's out for summer, but let Yankton Medical Clinic help you stay ahead of the game by getting your school physicals now. So much care, so close to home.
Buying your first home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good when's the housewarming party moment. When you're ready to look for a home, start with a local FNBO mortgage lender. We're here to answer questions, personalize the experience, and share our expertise so you can focus on your search. Start your application and get pre-qualified now at fnbo.com. Your mortgage moment is just around the corner, and FNBO will be there every step. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. FNBO is an equal housing lender.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
You've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury. Check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation. Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet. From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back. Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Now located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back into the post-game report. Brought to you by the Move Group. Are you buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. Browse listings at themovegroup.com. Yankton victorious here by a total 13-5 victory over Sioux Falls East to take their second Lewis and Clark championship in 3 years. They won in 2023. Sioux Falls East won last year, and it was a rubber match, as Brayden kind of said, as Yankton takes it this year right here in Yankton. So congratulations to Yankton Post 12 on an absolutely outstanding Lewis and Clark Classic, went undefeated 5-0. Wait, no, 6-0 rather. And just an excellent job from them. We'll have our post-game coach interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. It's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Coach Drew Lawrence will join us here shortly. And game summary brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, service of residential, commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Door is your local authorized Clopay dealer. Well, Yankton, of course, defeated Sioux Falls Post 15 East, thanks in part to 8 runs in the second inning. Gavin Van Ort induced Matthew Sheldon to hit into a fielder's choice, but no one scored. Owen Washawn homered to left field, a big one, scoring 3 runs. Tate Bestie singled, scoring a run. Evan Cirk doubled, scoring 2 runs, and Sheldon was struck by a pitch driving in a run. Yankton opened the scoring in the first after Trey Sager drew a walk, also scored a run. Post 15 scored 2 runs in the bottom of the second and a home run to left field by Brayden Olson. And Post 15 scored 3 runs in the bottom of the third. And Fieser earned the win for Yankton today. He surrendered 6 hits, 5 runs, or 5 innings. He struck out 4, walked 2. Van Ort took the loss for Post 15. Yankton collected 14 total hits in the game. Cirk was batted in the 8th spot, led the team with 3 hits and 4 at-bats. Beck Reichen continued his hot performance in the tournament, along with Ethan Washawn. They each drove in 3 runs for Yankton. Fieser, Sheldon, and Bestie each collected multiple hits for Yankton as well. And Gavin Johnson led with 3 walks. And so just great plate discipline by Yankton this entire tournament. And no error in this game as well, and only a couple of total errors. I think 3 total in the entire Classic for Yankton. So really nice fielding from Yankton as well. And now we have Coach Drew Lawrence joining us for the post-game coach interview. Coach, congratulations, 2023 champs, 2025 champs, and this Classic I know means a lot to you and the team. And how special is it to be able to win the Classic, especially here at Riverside Field?
Yeah, it's always a great experience here, and always good when you can end up, being the champion and going undefeated in the whole tournament. That means you put together some good games. You put together some games that you were back and forth, but you kept competing, and we did a good job of that. And today was a good example of that. Game 1 struggled to get that win, and then game 2, we have 14 hits. So Fieser did a good job, but yeah, players did really good this weekend.
We'll talk Fieser, obviously, your usual first baseman. He threw in the spring a few innings against Spearfish, but usually not one of the guys you put on the mound. But, you've gone through most of your pitching staff, almost everyone, and so has every team, as you mentioned, is kind of what happens at these Classics. But he went on there. He's an athlete. He competed. He got the job done, had some good defense behind him. Just kind of speak a little bit more on his performance.
Yeah, Fieser's got good stuff. He's got really good stuff. We just always need him at first base a lot. We want him in the lineup, and we just he just hasn't had an opportunity. We always want to get him more, and I have a feeling that we're going to get him more after this. Same with Zarbach. We just wanted to get both those guys a little, their feet wet a little bit, and now that we got that, we're going to need them going down the road. So it's good to have.
He's an exceptional defensive first baseman, so you want him there, as you mentioned. A lot of guys had some big offensive performances, not just in this game, but the entire tournament. Beck Reichen just on fire during this entire Classic. I'm not going to go over every single one of his games, but him, for example, and Gavin Johnson had a big tournament. Matthew Sheldon, of course. Fieser had some big hits. I feel like if I'm going to leave someone out, but in this game alone, Ethan Washawn 3-run home run, and then the baseball gods got mad at him for that one because he was robbed twice of a couple RBIs, second and third. McClarty had to jump 50 inches in the air to grab one of them out of the air, but he was seeing the ball well.
Yeah, just like you said, I'm not going to say names because top to bottom, we did such a good job hitting.
Everyone.
In both games. If you go through both games, my guess is that everyone had a hit, at least one hit in both of these games. So good approaches, good swings. It's fun when the wind's blowing out too, and we can get some home runs and even give up a couple home runs, but that's expected. We end up 8 running them, but with the wind there, you never know what's the ending going to be. Like I knew they were going to crawl back. We were up 9-0, and then all of a sudden it was 9-5. So we had a little bit of a gut check there. We had to do it, but guys did a great job.
Well, you took your team picture. Obviously, you're going to keep celebrating with the team, but you already have a PowerPoint game coming up, or doubleheader on Wednesday in Chamberlain. I know you still have Drew Reichen. He didn't have to go onto the mound at all. And so kind of how are you, probably haven't even thought about it too much, but how are you going to be handling pitching going into Chamberlain?
Yeah, it's Cottle and it's Riken.
Yep.
That was the plan.
Because Cottle was under 30 pitches.
He,
or something
he
like
could have thrown more and still been okay.
Yeah.
We got plenty of days rest on there, but he, we were going to use Beck there if we needed to, the same type of scenario, and they'll both be ready to go. They throw a lot. They'll be fine. So those two we'll go with, and we got Bestie in relief. We got all the guys in relief pretty much. So we should be good to go for Wednesday.
Well, I know that was in the back of your mind, so congrats on there too that you were able to get through the Lewis and Clark Classic, win it, and keep your pitching plans still in place.
Yeah, that's always important, and every Class A team that's in this tournament is doing that, and so we're kind of at a disadvantage as opposed to the Nebraska teams that are in this tournament. They don't have PowerPoint system in their states. They don't have every game that matters. So ours matter, and we've all kind of, it took some time, but we've all kind of realized like we can't be throwing our top arms that we need to win in these tournaments, so that we've kind of held off. But I love it. I think it's a great opportunity for other guys to show us what they can do. And if without that, we wouldn't have been maybe not see Zarbach be able to throw here, and then Fieser get another opportunity. So it only helps teams down the road for these Class A teams, even though sometimes it's a lot more fun to have your guys that have always competed up there on the mound for you.
Well, I will close it by saying Yankton Morning Optimist Club did a nice job. Everyone that worked this Classic, nice job. And, of course, this means a lot to the Muellers as well, kind of combining the two Classics together. And just overall, congratulations to you, the team, and the YBA, coach, on a very successful Lewis and Clark Classic.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it. Everyone in this community is great, and they came out today, and our YBA and Optimistic, like you said, it was a great tournament, and it's fun. I'm glad we can keep putting it on year after year.
That's Coach Drew Lawrence from the champion Yankton Post 12 Lewis and Clark Classic. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap it up here at the postgame report.
Many people in our area look forward to summer with the warmer, longer days. But for some, it can be a season filled with pain. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. More free time and outdoor activities can result in injuries that end in discomfort and pain. These problems may be the result of poor posture or technique, or you've simply pushed your body too far. When pain in the summer strikes, keep First Chiropractic Centers in mind, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Turning 65 or new to Medicare? Navigating your options can feel overwhelming, but we're here to help. At Missouri River Associates, we make it easy to find the right plan for your health and budget. From Medicare supplements, Advantage plans, and prescription drug coverage, we'll guide you every step of the way. Plus, our services are completely free. Call Missouri River Associates today, 665-6885. Let us help you find peace of mind and the coverage you deserve.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
All right, welcome back to the post-game report. We went over the game summary and the stat recap brought to you by Mayor Signs. It's time to review the look of your business signage. Let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Defensive Player of the Game brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. Yeah, I don't know, Brayden. This is kind of a confusing game for that, but do you have any ideas? I mean, default, you want to go to Eastern Feeser, stepped up, went to the mound, and, yeah, gave it 5 runs, but also I think if it wasn't for hurricane winds, maybe that's like 3 runs or something like that, but really stepped up when they needed him to. And I'm not going to say play out of position because Drew kind of said that too. He has pitched. They would like him to pitch more, but he's just such a impressive defensive first baseman. They like to keep him there. But I guess I will just put him as our defensive player of the game just for that. Is still, in a way, you're stepping up. And congratulations to him. That is brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. And your Hy-Vee offensive player of the game. Well, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Yourself a smile in every aisle. I'm going to let you be the tiebreaker here, so it's all on you, Brayden. All right?
I think I'm looking at the 2 guys it's tied with, too. Maybe
Either
even 3.
Owen Washon, 2 for 4 with a run, 3 RBIs, and a walk. Or Beck Reichen, 2 for 4, 2 runs, and 3 RBI. But only thing, I'm not trying to sway you. Just to let you know, Beck Reichen has been Offensive Player of the Game twice in this tournament.
So I actually thought that the guy to be tied with would be Evan Sirk.
Or Evan Sirk. Yeah, I'm looking down there, too. I'm like, oh, man, that's right. Yeah.
So, which Sirk, just for the sake of Beck's done very good this year. He's earned this honor before. He probably will down the stretch again this year. I'm going to maybe focus on the Owen Washon against Evan Sirk argument. For Sirk, one hand...
We're going to need them to fight. Get them out.
You have the greatest... one of the greatest single innings I've ever seen. He ends up on the day 3 for 4, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Owen Washon goes 2 for 4. Probably should have been 4 for 4 with more than 3 RBIs and a run scored. So you kind of pick your poison there. I don't think we've given it to Sirk at all in the summer season. And I don't know...
Right, I'm thinking of a number.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assigning... odds or evens, okay? Go ahead.
8.
So Evan Sirk is our offensive player.
Okay, cool. I like how this works. I was going to make the argument for Sirk just also on the basis of I don't think we haven't given him his flowers yet this year for offensive player of the game, and he's been a very solid bat. But today was an explosion for him. 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. He was just incredible out there. Led the team was second on the team in total bases with 4, only behind Owen Washon, who ended up having 5. He also had a steal in there, the only steal of the game. So Evan Sirk was just all over the place today. I think he's really deserving, and that's not to take any credit away from Owen Washon, because honestly, if you don't have 2 great glove plays, he goes 4 for 4 today with probably more RBIs. So I mean, it really is that close.
Do you know who's standing right off the podium right now and looking at us and going, the hell? Matthew Sheldon. 2 for 4, 3 runs, 2 RBIs for him as well.
He had a great game as well. Offensive player of the game on a game like this is difficult. We had 14 hits as a team today for Yankton, 13 runs scored. It's hard to pinpoint one guy when top to bottom it's having a great effect like that, but Evan Sirk, I think, deserves it today.
And Dave Pesty, 2 for 4, a run scored, 2 RBI. You know what? Feeser
went 2 for 3 with 2 walks.
We have like a 7 or 8 way offensive player of the game tie. Congratulations. Our offensive player of the game is Yankton Post 12.
Congratulations, guys.
All right. Schedule preview brought to you by Parker Hannafin of Yankton. Look ahead to a brighter future with a new career at Parker of Yankton. All benefits begin day 1. Learn more at parker.com. Parker, engineering your success. At Chamberlain, yeah, I know, halfway point, meeting point for the battle between Yankton and Rapid City Post 320 Stars. Doubleheader on Wednesday. Start time, I don't have it written down, but that is going to be on Wednesday at Chamberlain. Let's just say if you're planning on making the trip to Chamberlain, find out what time it starts. But it is on Wednesday. And we won't be there for that one. We were thinking about making the trip, but just logistically and equipment-wise, it just didn't make a lot of sense at the time. So you will have our support right here from Yankton, right, Brad?
Right here.
On the chest, right here.
My heart is with you.
And my mind. There you go. Congratulations, up. And again, congratulations to Yankton winning the Lewis and Clark Classic, second time in 3 years. Some are calling for a dynasty. So
the Lewis and Clark dynasty.
The Lewis and Clark dynasty.
It was a great weekend of baseball. I'm really happy to be here.
Yep. And final thoughts from Brayden Butler.
Great weekend of baseball. It was a lot of fun. I mean, anytime you go 6-0 in a weekend, obviously this team's going to be rolling with a lot of confidence. You get some rest for a couple guys as you head into Wednesday against 320. I think a really big thing for Yankton this weekend is they were able to win the Classic, and you were able to keep one of your top of the rotation pitchers fully fresh for Wednesday in Beck Reichen. So I think,
and it turns out Mark Cottle too. He says he'll be 100% ready to because of the rest days too.
There you go. So you ended up everything went basically according to plan, and you won the Lewis and Clark Classic. I don't think this weekend could have gotten better for Yankton if they tried.
Yeah, so congratulations, as Brayden said, to Yankton. Congratulations to, the Muellers. They combined this Classic with the Kyle Mueller Classic. And to Matthew Sheldon winning the Kyle Mueller Scholarship. And to the Yankton Morning Optimist Club, do a nice job running concessions and things of that nature. To the YBA, just running the event in general, all the workers, a nice job. And a great crowd on hand here, and for all the kids not being hurt trying to chase the foul balls into the parking lot. I heard that was becoming an issue. And, for Scotty Borman, our KYNT studio producer, for Brayden Butler, I'm Bryce Ladwig. This has been Yankton Baseball in the Lewis and Clark Classic. Yankton champions again, right here on KYNT and KYNTV, Yankton's home team and stream.
Thank you for listening to Yankton Athletics on KYNT, a Riverfront sports property and Yankton's home team. Be sure to subscribe.